Good morning and happy Tuesday, everyone. It's rather, actually a relatively nice day outside. It's cloudy. You can definitely tell it rained last night, but it looks like a lot of the ground is dry, so that's a good thing. Let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness. Let's see. For sure, my low and my high are definitely intertwined because yesterday I went to my second Horseheads Softball game, which is awesome, and we won, which is even more awesome. But man, it was cold. Like the kind of cold where when you stand in the sun, like if the sun is shining on you, like you're like, oh yes, that feels so nice. And then you're constantly worried that a cloud is going to appear and cover up the sun, so then you're cold. That happened several times during the game yesterday. But we won. It was great. I mean, Horseheads as a softball team is looking pretty good. And I mean, I was alluding to this last night. Actually, let me do my act of kindness before I talk about it. Actually, what was my act of kindness? Well, there was actually something I needed to run by my parents for something I was going to do today. And hopefully I'll be able to do it today. We'll have to wait and see. But I got a certain something for a certain someone who happens to have a birthday today. However, there's something we're going to be doing all day. And I'm actually worried I'm not going to be able to do it, which is also part of my low, but darn it, I'm going to try. Because that's the only thing I can do is try. So anyway, I said this in my short last night, but I mean, at first glance, you would think it's kind of weird that, a guy who, that rhymed, who, did football, wrestling, and track, then cross-country in college. And, I didn't really do or see many other sports. I never actively went to any soccer games or, actually, I went to a few basketball games. I know I did that. A couple. Or, I never went to a softball game or anything like that back when I was in high school. I mean, back in the day, I really was just, actually in a lot of ways I still am. I would just rather, I'll do what I'm supposed to do. I'll go to school. If I have sports to do, I'll do sports. But when I'm done, I am going right home. Largely because I do have homework to do, but also I just don't want to do anything after that. Which, by and large, really could explain why I really wasn't as good at sports as I wish I was. But, as an adult, and yeah, this is largely because I am an adult, and I'm actually able to do this and stuff. I get to actually go to stuff like this. I mean, really, I go to the softball games because a friend of mine's daughter plays on the team, and she's really good. Actually, the whole softball team is really good. I said this earlier, I think they're due to win, I'm thinking they're going to win 3 of the next 4 Section 4 titles. I really think it's going to be at least 3. And then, yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be 3. Although, again, I'm lowballing that number. That's how confident that's how good I think this team is. Really and truly. I actually know the head coach as well. Sweet guy. He's coaching a very good softball team, obviously. Yeah. I mean, I've got nothing bad to say. Again, anything bad that happened really had to do with how cold the weather was. But again, it's like that sort of, and Actually, I think the weather yesterday was a little bit better than Friday's weather when I came to the very end of that game. So yeah, we just gotta, like, if the weather could just consistently get a little bit better, just a little bit. I mean, again, it's only April 8th. You know, we still got, like, I would say, you know what, I think by Easter we're going to have, like, something truly nice where, like, because here's the thing, we got, like, clear blue skies, but it was, like, freezing cold. Obviously, without the clouds, you can't, like, insulate heat, so that's why it was cold. And we've also had, like, warm days, but, again, it couldn't be as warm because of, you know, the rain or, again, clouds. So, I'm thinking by Easter, like, all of those necessary components, bright sunny weather, warm temperatures, clear blue skies, I'm thinking by Easter we're going to consistently get that, which is less than 2 weeks from now. It doesn't really, which on the surface doesn't seem that far away, but you'd be surprised how much difference that could make in this time, especially at this time of year. So, yeah. I mean, even with this cold, even with yesterday being cold, like, and I was alluding to this last night, it was just, it's nice I get to do that. You know, I never got to do that in high school. I mean, again, I was dumb and ignorant. I didn't think anything other than, you know, get to, you know, go to school, get my work done, go to sports, get my whatever work I have to do there, and then go home afterwards. I mean, granted, if I was just a little less, granted, and I'll talk about that particular subject more in December. There's a reason why nobody would really ever invite me to parties that really had nothing to do with me, like, not going to other sports games. But I guess in a way I'm getting to make up for that. And that feels awesome to me. And not to be that guy, but second time I've seen Horseheads play at home, and actually play ever, they won. So, maybe I got the mojo? And all that was a single ring of my cowbell. Seriously, my cowbell is literally, like, right over there. I really could grab it right now and show you. I don't want to, but I could. So, yeah. Yesterday was great. Horseheads won, and, you know, I get to say I get to do this stuff. And there's the cool part. Like, it's still pretty early, like, in the spring season. Like, there's definitely going to be more softball games I can go to. Not to mention, I want to check out flag football. So, yeah, at this moment in time, I'd say the sky's the limit. But, you know, we just gotta, here's the thing, the sky may be the limit, but I actually still have to look at the schedule constantly and know, like, what's going on each given day. Thankfully, I'm pretty sure nothing's going on Tuesday, so we're good there. I suppose I should quit beating around the bush and get to this week's hot ones again, should I? Okay. Oh, darn it. I just accidentally unplugged the computer. Give it a minute. I actually need to use this computer, so I really hope this doesn't become a thing. Actually, when I think about it, I've got my computer mouse. Now, if I recall correctly, this should be the 13th Hot Ones guess of 2025. because I do believe this will be the 12th episode of this season. Remember, we had a little Yachty appear before season 26 started, so this would be guest number 13 if my math is correct. Of course, we always check our math out here. Like, if I'm going to get something wrong, it's not going to be due to lack of effort. That's what we do here. It's like what Neil deGrasse Tyson says, you know, do everything you can to get the facts right. Then you can distort them at your leisure. Okay. You're all loaded up. Let me check my notes real fast. In terms of who is okay. Yeah, it would be the 13th First We Feast Hot Ones guest of 2025. Okay, so without further ado, the 13th Hot Ones guest of 2025 is, if I can just look it up real fast. Oh. Okay. All right. We got Will Forte, folks. I mean, listen, just about everybody knows who Will Forte is. A very funny actor. Been in a lot of really good stuff and good movies. I gotta say, like, Will Forte really has grown a lot in popularity, now that I think about it. I mean, to me, the biggest surprise Will Forte's ever done is when Netflix released a Scott Pilgrim versus the World and on the animated show, and they got Will Forte to play an older Scott Pilgrim, which, like, I had to look up who it was. Like, that's how good Will Forte was doing that role. Honestly, I think that's one of Will Forte's most underrated roles. Seriously, you ever watch Scott Pilgrim vs. the World on Netflix, the series that is, the animated series? Give it a try. I mean, they actually got the cast from the movie to voice all the characters. It was great. Easily one of the best animated shows on Netflix. I mean, sadly, I don't think we're going to get a season 2. And I admit back then I was a little jaded because I thought we were actually going to get like a true adaptation of the comic book that's based off of. We actually did. In fact, it went into we actually went in a completely opposite direction from what it really was or what it wanted to be. But with that said, everybody in that show was great, including Will Forte. He was the bad guy in Strays. Strays didn't get as much love as I thought it deserved. I thought Strays was adorable. I mean, because it's got puppies in it. Will Forte was the bad guy. I think he was the last man. He was the last man on Earth on the hit show Last Man on Earth, which I wouldn't be surprised if Sean Evans asked him some questions about that. He's MacGruber. Those are the things about Will Forte I know off the top of my head. So really, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more deep questions that Sean's going to ask in regards to how Will Forte got his career going in terms of, what makes Will Forte, what his favorite roles are and stuff like that. I'm sure Sean's going to be cool and ask him some of the more in-depth questions, which, I mean, it really wouldn't be Hot Ones if he didn't do that. So, I'm actually, really looking forward to this. In fact, hold on, is it? Sometimes they say if it's the season finale, doesn't actually say if it's a season finale or not. Huh. Well, it doesn't say if this is in fact the season 26 finale. But if it, like, normally they get like a really big name guy or celebrity to be like a season finale, like Ariana Grande or Weird Al Yankovic or John Mayer or Tom Holland, Daniel Radcliffe. I believe Zac Efron was also a season finale. So, yeah. Although that actually does remind me. I mean, you guys know I love wings. Of course, one day, of course, I'd love being on Hot One someday. Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm that kind of guy where whatever episode I'm at, I'd be okay with. But there really is something to be said about either being the season premiere or the season finale. Like, we've had a few really good season premieres, like Andrew Zimmern, Chrissy Teigen, NSYNC. I think the Jonas Brothers also were a season opener. I just mentioned several season finales. I mean, but... Oh, Chris Hemsworth, that was a season finale, I believe. So, overall, if this is what we're getting for a season 26 finale, then I really can't... Actually, is Will Forte promoting anything right now? Let me look. Let me just look up one thing. Okay. Because if that's the case... Okay. Oh, Will Forte's 54 years old. Cool. Okay. Scroll that real quick. I guess he's promoting this miniseries called The Four Seasons. Oh, okay. That or maybe he's doing Win or Lose on Disney Plus. So yeah, he's either promoting Win or Lose, that Pixar show that's on Disney Plus, or The Four Seasons. Okay. All right. So yeah, Mr. Will Forte, I doubt you're watching this, but if you are, I cannot wait to see you take on the Wings of Death. If this is in fact the season 26 finale, I really can think of no one better. I hope you all like this video. If you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I am very humbled to make this video. For all you guys who watch and enjoy for name, hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And remember, if you guys want to talk, I'm always going to be here to lend you. Always have your back, take care, and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.